You wrote an article, things I think I know about the Browns, which we always kind of talk to you when we have you on. Deciphering the linebacker depth chart, and you kind of alluded to this. Martin Emerson still getting snubbed a little bit.
Yeah, he is. He just not. I mean, he deserves to be on these lists. That's crazy. I mean, he was top. I think I have to look at the exact number, but he was top two in passer rating, top four in completion percentage. In the NFL, I don't know how he's not being listed with the best corners in the league because he is. I mean, he gets the best wide receiver, and it's a long day for whoever he matches up against every week. So I think he's outstanding, and I think he's going to get a nice lucrative deal to stay here in Cleveland probably next offseason. You mentioned the linebackers. This is another interesting thing. Dave, we're not talking about starters anymore, right? Like the starters are entrenched, right? On this team, and even their backups a lot of times. But the places that we look for position battles now, we're further down the roster. Who's going to make the team? Who can carve out a small, impactful role? One of the areas that I think this is important is linebacker three. Now, Jason Tarver spoke. He very much alluded to the idea that Tony Fields finished last season as linebacker three. But now you've got Nathaniel Watson there, who you just took a higher draft pick on. Fields is in his final year on his deal. So I think that's an important kind of battle to watch as we go into training camp as well. Who gets that third? Like they don't play a lot of downs in base, and they're not gonna. But when they do, who is that third guy they call on? And who's the guy they call on for depth when JOK needs a break or Hicks gets dinged or whatever happens throughout an NFL season? So I think it's kind of between Fields and Watson there. And I thought it was interesting. I pointed this out in the article. Tarver, they have really trusted, with decimated linebacker rooms to get quality play out of like no-name guys and guys they pulled off the streets, like the Reggie Raglins and all that stuff, like the past few years. And he's done a really good job with it. He's terrific, right? But this year, he was going through, he's talking about all the linebackers in the room, and the one guy he didn't mention was Devin Bush. And I thought that was kind of interesting. He mentioned every single linebacker in the room except for Devin Bush. So I wonder about his future with the Browns.
Yeah, to your point about base, I think I saw somewhere they played base. It was either 16 or 18% of the time, and it was the lowest in the NFL. So
Yeah.
they want to get to the two linebackers because they like their safeties and their cornerbacks.